What's up guys, and welcome to my first Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire Showdown live. The ORAS ladder has been up on Showdown for quite some time now and I've been playing a lot, but finally I feel like I know the current meta game, so that's why I'm making this video. And if you guys are excited for the series, then make sure to demolish that like button. Let's see if we can reach the goal of 700 likes for our first ORAS live. And I'm using my favorite Mega Pokemon, which is Mega Sceptile. This is a team which was given to me by my friend MV, and I'll leave his channel link down below as well. He's a really good player and he uploads some awesome stuff, so you guys should definitely check him out. And I'll go over this team. So first of all, we have Mega Sceptile. I'm running the Swords Dance set because it's really fun and nobody really expects this, but this set does get walled by Skarmory, so that's why I have choice banded Azumarill so that I can pressure Skarmory and Ferrothorn, and I'm running enough speed EVs to outspeed the Skarmory. Then we have Heatran, which is my Fairy and Dragon switch in. It also checks Talonflame, and Heatran, Azumarill and Sceptile form a really nice Fire Watcher Grass core, as well as Dragon Fairy and Steel core, so they have amazing type synergy and they work really well with each other. And Heatran also sets up Stealth Rocks for my team. Then we have Latias, which is my Defogger, and it does provide the Healing Wish support, and it is my Keldeo switch in as well. Then we have Rotom Wash, which is my bird spam check, and it also checks Mega Salamence because I'm running HP Ice and I'm running enough speed EV to outspeed Adamant Bisharp and Bornet before it goes for the knockoff. And then we have Choice Scarf Garchomp, which is there to revenge kill Mega Salamences even at +1 speed. So that's my team and I'm gonna look for a battle. Oh, also my bro Max Izzy is selling these awesome Mega Swampert and Mega Sceptile t-shirts, so if you're interested, I'll leave link to them in the description down below. So yeah, I'm gonna pause until we find a battle. Alright, so I found a battle and looks like we are up against a Mega Metagross team. So looking at the leads, that Conkeldurr or even the Gothitelle can be a potential lead, or even Rotom Wash. So I'm thinking that my best lead is gonna be Rotom Wash, as he does lead off with his Conkeldurr, and I can just go for the Volt Switch here. And I can just go into my Azumarill as he just go for the knockoff, which is fine by me. I can just go for the Play Rough, or I can actually go into my Heatran expecting him to go into Skarmory, as he does make that play. And now from here I can just get up my Stealth Rocks, and then I can go back into my Azumarill. As he makes a nice double and traps my Azumarill. I'm not sure if this was his intention, because with his Skarmory alive and with my Choice Band knocked off, I'm not sure how much big of a threat this is to his team. But I'm gonna go for the Waterfall as he's able to trap me and kill me, and I can just go into my Sceptile, take this opportunity to Mega Evolve and go for the Low Kick, expecting his Heatran. Able to do some nice damage, and I can just go for the Low Kick once again. If he wants to switch out into Skarmory, that's fine. I do have my Rotom Wash, which I can just go into as he ends up going for the Defog, and I can just go for the Volt Switch and get the switch initiative as he's gonna go into his Heatran. And I can just go for the Low Kick once again. As he's gonna go into Skarmory once again, and this time I'm gonna go into my Rotom once again as he's able to go for the Roost, and I'm gonna go for the Volt Switch once again. In the end, I'm racking this nice damage on his team. Nice chip damage. I can just go into my Latias, and I can just go for the Psyshock here, as he's gonna go into his Metagross, and I can just go into my Rotom as he makes a nice double once again and traps my Rotom, but I'm able to outspeed him, and I'm pretty sure he's gonna go for the, oh yeah, because I was running some speed. So I'm gonna go into my Heatran once again, as I'll be able to set up my Stealth Rocks as he goes into his Conkeldurr. This time And actually, I'm gonna go for the Lava Plume. As he goes for the Drain Punch. I'm sure he's gonna go for the Mach Punch, so I'm gonna go into my Latias. Even though it's kind of ballsy play, but still, yep, he does go for the Mach Punch. And now I can just go for the Draco Meteor. As he sacks his Heatran, and I miss the Draco Meteor, which is fine, but I'll be able to go for the Shy Shock and knock him out. As he goes into Skarmory, and I'll be just able to go into my Heatran, and before he gets up his Stealth Rocks or goes for the Defog, and once again I'll be able to get up my Stealth Rocks, or this time I'm gonna go for the Lava Plume. And the thing is that last time I switched into my Latias, so he might think that I'm gonna do that once again, so I'm gonna stay in, and it does work out, and I'm able to knock out his Conkeldurr. As he goes into his Metagross finally, and I think I'm gonna go into my Rotom. As he does predict that and gets a crit with Zen Headbutt, which is not really fortunate, but what can you do? I do need this Rotom, so I'm gonna go into my Heatran. As he gets one more crit. Fantastic, amazing, I love this game. And now what I can do is go into my Garchomp and just go right for the Earthquake. I have no real reason to overpredict, and he might go for the Will-O-Wisp here, expecting my Sceptile. Or he makes a double into his Skarmory, which is fine, as I can just go into my Rotom Wash, and he goes into his Metagross. I'm gonna go into my Garchomp, as he goes for the Zen Headbutt, does so much damage, and once again I think he's gonna go into his Skarmory or Rotom, so I'm gonna make a switch into my own Rotom. As he does go into his own Rotom, and I'll be able to go for the Will-O-Wisp here and cripple his Rotom and get some nice residual damage on him, and then I can just go for the Volt Switch here and go into my Sceptile, as hopefully he goes for the Volt Switch. Nope, he goes for the double Willow, which is honestly a really good play. But the Sceptile is looking useless either way, as I don't really need this thing. And I can just go into my own Rotom, as he goes into Skarmory, and I'll be able to go for the Volt Switch, as he goes into his Gothitelle. And so I can just go into my Latias and go right for the Draco, or yep, I'm gonna go for the Draco here, as he wants to save that, and he goes into his Metagross, which is fine because getting any damage on Metagross is really good. As he goes for the Meteor Mash, knocks me out. I can just go into my Scarfchomp and threaten him out. So I'm gonna go for the Earthquake as he goes into Gothitelle, and that thing is gonna go down. And let's see, he goes into his Rotom Wash. I can just go into my Latias as he goes for the Volt Switch, which is a good play. And he's gonna go into this. I can just go for the Healing Wish and heal up my Rotom Wash, which was critted by his thing. And the thing is that I can just go for the Volt Switch here, or he might not want to risk this, so I'm gonna go for the Volt Switch because this Metagross is his win condition, and I'm wearing down this Rotom, which is amazing. And I can just go for the, let's see, I can just go for the Dragon Claw here, or I can just go for the Outrage, either of those. I think going for the Dragon Claw is the better play, as he stays in and I'm able to knock him out. And if he goes into his Metagross, then I'll just stay in because I do need my Root and Wash. So he goes into his Metagross, as like I said, I'm gonna stay in. I get a crit, just nice. He knocks me out, and thankfully he does not get the attack boost, so I'll be able to go for the Volt Switch. Even if he crits me, it does not matter, as I think I got this game in the back. And I can just go for the Volt Switch and not knock out the Skarmory. He goes for the Brave Bird, and that's a good game. This game was really good, so I had a lot of fun. And I'm gonna look for one more battle, and we'll be right back. Alright, so we found a battle, and we are up against a Mega Diancie team. It seems like Mega Diancie is actually a threat to my team, but I do have checks to it. And looking at the leads, the Tornadus T is looking like a potential lead, or even Root and Wash. So that's why I think I'm gonna lead off with my Root and Wash, as he does lead off with his own Root and Wash, and I can just go for the Will-O-Wisp and get some nice residual damage on his Rotom, as he goes for the Volt Switch. And he can just go into his Diancie, to be honest, and Mega Evolve right off the bat, but because Diancie has base 50 speed, before Mega Evolving, I can hit him up with the Hydro Pump, so I'm not sure what he wants to do. He goes into his Mold Breaker Escadrille, as I can just go into my... this thing is actually a threat. I can just go into my Sceptile here, because I'm sure he's gonna go for the Stealth Rocks, but no, he goes for the EQ, gets a crit. Fantastic. And I think he's gonna go into his Tornadus T, or even his Victini. So I'm gonna go for the... let's see. Even if he goes into his Tornadus T, I'll be able to switch into my Heatran. But yeah, I'm gonna go for the Low Kick here. No real reason to overpredict, as he goes into this thing. And I'll be able to go into my Azumarill, as he's probably gonna go into his Root and Wash here. And he does go into his Root and Wash, and I can just make a play here. I can go into my Heatran, as he goes for the Will-O-Wisp, and then I can bait out his Hydro Pump and go into my Sceptile, and from there I can go for the Dragon Claw. Hopefully it does work out. I'm hoping that he's gonna go for the Will-O-Wisp. As he does go for the Will-O-Wisp, and now he's gonna go for the Volt Switch or the Hydro Pump. So I'm gonna go into my C2, and hopefully this does work out. Sceptile is not doing anything in this game, but still, yeah, so I can just heal up my Sceptile whenever I need, because I do have the Healing Wish support. And I am gonna go for the Dragon Claw here. The Leaf Blade is really obvious, as he goes into his Tornadus T. Once again, it does some really nice damage, amazing. If I do get a chance to heal my Sceptile, then it can put some work on his team. If I get up a Swords Dance, it's over for him, unless that Victini is Choice Scarf. So he's taking his time, and I will pause until he picks his move. So he goes into his Victini, as I'm able to smack that thing with Dragon Claw. And honestly, I know he's gonna go for the U-turn, but still I'm gonna go into my Heatran because it's the safest play. And it does look to me like he's Choice Scarf. As he goes into his Excadrill. And so I think I'm gonna go into my Latias here because Latias does not do too much in this game. As I'll be able to pass this Healing Witch to my Sceptile. I do need to get up my Stealth Rocks for his Tornadus and his Victini. Once again, I'm gonna pause until he picks his move. He's definitely taking some time. So he goes into his Tornadus T, as I can just go into my Sceptile and let's see how much the Dragon Claw did to him. It did like 61%. So I know he's not gonna stay in. And I can just go into my Azumarill as my Sceptile is healed up. And like I said, it can definitely put in some work on his team. So he does go for the U-turn and he is gonna go into his Rotom. I'm gonna pause until he picks his move because this guy's taking way too long. Never mind. He goes into his Scolipede. I guess he does have the Poison type move to hit me up. So that's why I'm gonna go into my Heatran and I can just get up my Stealth Rocks from here. And it will be fantastic. I'm hoping that he's not an offensive Scolipede with EQ. Actually, that does not make any sense. Yeah, because he has to be the Spikes one. And I don't really mind these Spikes because I'll be able to get up my Stealth Rocks here as he just stay in and I can just go for the Lava Plume. Actually, I can just roar him out because these things do carry Endeavor. So if I go for the Lava Plume, then he's gonna end up going for the Endeavor. And perfect. So I phase him into his Victini, which is amazing because Victini cannot do anything to my Heatran unless he's Power Up Punch. But he's definitely not because he's Choice Scarf by the looks of his team. And I think I'm gonna go for the Roar here. Or I can just go for the Lava Plume. Actually, he might try to go for the Bolt Strike. But yeah, he goes for the U-turn. I know he's gonna go into his Rotom. And wearing down this thing is pretty useful. I get a crit, which is pretty unfortunate. I'm not sure what I want to do right now. He could definitely go for the Pain Split if he wants to, but I can just go for the Roar. That Victini is the only threat to my Sceptile. He goes for the Hydro Pump, and I phase out his Scolipede, which is amazing as I'll be able to knock him out with the Lava Plume. Actually, I can just go for the Roar, but going for the Lava Plume is my best play. So he goes for his final layer of Toxic Spikes, and he's definitely going into his Excadrill to spin these rocks away. He has to do that. And I can actually see Choice Banded Azumarill cleaning up this game for me. I'm so real that I'm gonna go for the Lava Plume. I don't care if he goes for the Earthquake, because I definitely need these Stealth Rocks on my side. And I can just go into my Sceptile from here and go for the Low Kick. The Sceptile is actually a really big threat to his team, and Sceptile plus Azumarill might win me this game if I do play correctly. So he does go into his Rotom Wash and sacks it to my Low Kick. I can just go for the Leaf Blade and knock him out. As now I can definitely see him going into his Victini. He goes into his Tornadus T, and I'm gonna go into my, let's see, I can go into my Garchomp here, or I can go into my Rotom. Actually, going into Rotom will be the better play because I might need the Garchomp. So he goes for the U-turn, and I'm sure he might go into his Escadrille. He goes into his Escadrille, like I was thinking. I can just go for the Hydro Pump. He just goes for the Earthquake and knocks me out. You know, which is fine because I can just go into this thing and go for the Low Kick. And he has nothing that wants to switch in. That Tornadus will not be appreciating this. If he goes into Tornadus, I'll just go for the Dragon Claw because then I can just late game sweep him with my Azumarill. So the Low Kick actually does not knock him out, and I can just go into my Azumarill and go for the Aqua Jet, and I just have to go for the Aqua Jet several times. That's the only thing I need to do. He stays in, and I just want to calc something real quick. If Tornadus T will be able to take this Aqua Jet or not. Choice Band. Oh, not Garchomp. Tornadus. Assault Vest. It will do some nice number to him, but I'm not gonna stay in because I do need my Azumarill for his Diancie, and if he hits this Hurricane and I die, then I pretty much lose this game. He misses his Hurricane. I think that's game because there's not much he can do now, and I can just go for the Stone Edge. I will be able to outspeed his Victini. I do hit the Stone Edge, and his Tornadus is gonna go down. And that miss was really unfortunate for him. As he goes into his Diancie, I just want to calc this once again to see if Diancie dies to Aqua Jet or not. It's definitely not max this. I'll just go for 110. Aqua Jet does knock him out. And I get a crit, and I can just clean this game up with Azumarill. I know he's mad, but at the end of the day, he had to hit 2 Hurricanes, one on my Azumarill and one on my Garchomp, and it has same accuracy as Focus Blast, so you definitely cannot expect to hit every single one, but that was really bad for him. So that's it for this live, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and it's actually pretty long live because of this game. So yeah, look forward to more, and I think I'm gonna use my Mega Swampert team the next episode. So stay tuned for that, and with that being said, I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.